Good morning, good day, and good evening, listeners. I'm James Merrill of the Popcorn Ready podcast. Today we'll be reviewing yes, you guessed it, fans, the last Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker. So, a little bit about this film. First up, it's directed by J.J. Abrams. It's just over 2 hours and 20 minutes long. It's a 2019 fantasy sci-fi film that is the last in the Skywalker saga of Star Wars. It takes place a year after the Last Jedi film, with the remaining members of the Resistance confronting the First Order one more time. The film features a whole host of acting stars, from Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, Daisy Ridley as Rey, John Boyega as Finn, Oscar Isaac as Poe, and many more that I may mention later on in the review, which you'll be pleased to know contains yet again minimal spoilers. So there will be a few aspects, like for instance the ending scenes, that I will not cover during the review because I don't want to spoil it for the people yet to see The Rise of Skywalker. Wow, this film has certainly caused quite a stir at the box office, with many people giving it mixed reviews. I am going to start off with you all by telling you my dislikes about the film. I have mixed feelings about the start of the story, as I feel it's very convoluted in the first 15 minutes to an hour of the film. It feels like they want 2 full movies of plot in just one film, so there's an awful lot going on. Next up, I feel that there was quite a rushed tempo in many of the scenes, resulting in no suspense at all being built in the hunt or be hunted with the First Order, with Kylo Ren and Rey, almost feeling like it's a constant chase all the way through until the end. I would love to know what they were thinking again with the planets. I mean, they wasn't too creative on the planet front. Yet again, you had a sand planet, a water planet, just like in the previous movies. It really would have been interesting to see them break new ground and go for something really different on a planetary front, especially as they visit so many. Now onto the droids. They do feature, but not as strongly as they could have. I mean, C-3PO and R2-D2 really take a back seat in this film, and D-O or Doe is a pointless use of a character in the film. They really missed the mark with that droid. Finn could have had a bit more character development in the sense of him using the Force. Near the end of the film, he can suddenly, get Jedi-like powers in the form of senses, which isn't really explained in the movie. Now, onto the subject of Jedi powers, I'm going to talk about Rey's character. She is an extremely powerful Jedi, as you can see in certain scenes in the film. One being using the Force to pull back the spaceship, and secondly, the scene where she talks to the stormtroopers. But then she really underuses the Force when it comes to like the skimmer sailing scene onto the wreckage to find the must-have item. Then, coming on to items, it always seems that the Republic, or should I say Resistance, find that long-lost item that has been hidden for many years or centuries to help them in their quest to defeat the Empire. So as you can see, there is a few grumbles I have with this film, but now I'm going to go on to the many likes I have. First and foremost, what a beautiful range of special effects, scenery, costumes, worlds, spaceships and characters that were developed. I'm sure the costume designer and set director, special effects chief will take a lot of plaudits at the award ceremonies. Speaking of awards, I best mention Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. He is the complete star of the whole movie with superb acting and gains great character development from the previous films. Onto the subject of characters, I think Richard E. Grant's character as the Allegiant General is excellent as well. With his limited screen time, he really helps emphasise the Empire's power and control in The Rise of Skywalker. The director also did an amazing job with the use of old cast cameos. Special mention goes to the use of Princess Leia footage and ending her story, especially as Carrie Fisher died a few years ago. And on to more of the main cast, there's a real excellent use of chemistry building between Kylo Ren and Rey, which does carry on from the previous films in the trilogy. Poe also realises in this film that his gung-ho approach isn't always the best way, and that teamwork really does make the dream work. Rey's character also is struggling to find herself and is showing concerns of the future, making the powerful Jedi seem very real in this sci-fi world. You really do get a sense of belief in each other in the Resistance side, no matter what the odds they face up against. Now, moving away from characters, there's a decent soundtrack as always, and it also features some great lightsaber battles, which I'm sure every Star Wars fan wants to see. Wow, before giving my final rating, I just want to say it feels like with the two previous movies there was a lack of a roadmap for the final film. This could be due to multiple directors, in its defence. So, is it sweet or is it salty, people? I'm giving it a 7.3 out of 10. The film ticks a lot of boxes. I think the reason everyone is critiquing it so much is they want the 9th film in the saga to be the best movie ever made. It isn't. It is good though. My favourite Star Wars film of all time is The Empire Strikes Back. Please watch the film for yourselves and find out whether you love it or hate it, guys. Thank you for listening all the way through. Please remember to subscribe the channel and smash the like button.